I was a very, very average player. Become a trainer, and manager in Germany, in a very special club. We've never been in Germany and watched Mainz 05. Try to do it, try to take a ticket. It's real special there. And then I had a great opportunity to take Dortmund. Very special club, great club. After 7 years, I think for both parts it was the best to leave. Yeah. And now I'm here, and I hope to enjoy my work. I hope.
Mentality monsters. This was the name given to Jürgen Klopp's Liverpool team, a team that ended the 30-year wait for the league title by winning the league by a canter, practically wrapping up the league before the lockdown took place. While any good manager can inspire their players to run through walls, Klopp has a unique ability to make his players charge through them faster than anyone else. Gaining a psychological edge is not a new concept. Sir Alex Ferguson perfected it with his intense hairdryer treatments, while Jose Mourinho created a siege mentality to make Chelsea a dominant force. It's worth examining in detail how Klopp has achieved this, and it goes much deeper than his cool, fun uncle persona. Klopp, by his own admission, was a mediocre player. 4th division feet and a 1st division head is how he described himself. His football journey began at 16 when he joined a local German community team. He joined Mainz 05 in 1990. Initially he was a striker, but later he became a defender. It was his attitude and commitment that made him a fan favourite. Klopp began playing as a defender in 1995. That same year, he obtained a diploma in sports science and wrote his thesis on the topic of walking. Mainz had found some stability in the second tier before the year 2000, but things seemed bleak in early 2001. On February 27th, sporting director Christian Heidel decided to make a bold move. Instead of choosing another experienced coach, he replaced Krautzen with goalkeeping coach Stefan Kühnert and defender Jürgen Klopp. Klopp was injured at the time, but at 33 years old and with a strong presence in the dressing room, he was seen as a risk worth taking. A qualified sports teacher with a coaching A licence, Klopp quickly made an impact. Mainz moved out of the relegation zone the next week and never returned. They won 6 out of 7 games and finished 3 points clear of danger on the final day. The celebrations began, but fans had no idea how much better things would get under the soon-to-be legendary Kloppo. Klopp's playing style was heavily influenced by his former coach Wolfgang Frank. Klopp said, "He hammered the running movements into us. That was a revelation for me. We were able to win games with our system against teams that were better than us. This ability has always been a key trait of Klopp's teams." With the philosophy of Frank, Klopp built a strong squad in his first full season as head coach. With his skills as what Germans call a Menschenfänger, literally a people catcher, someone whose personality draws others in. In the 2001-02 season, Mainz missed promotion by 1 point, and in the following season, they fell short again by a goal difference on the final day. Despite these setbacks, Klopp's resilience shone through. He famously said, "You can fall down, and then you must stand up. Only silly idiots stay on the floor. We will strike back 100%. As harsh as it may sound, this statement embodies Klopp's personality and attitude towards setbacks. Alongside his ingenious pressing and counter-pressing tactics, it's likely the human element that is Klopp's greatest recipe for success. This determination paid off in the 2003-04 season, when he led Mainz to their first ever Bundesliga promotion, a historic moment for the club. At the end of the 2006-07 season, Mainz were relegated, but Klopp decided to stay with the team. However, after failing to secure promotion the following year, Klopp resigned at the end of the 2007-08 season. In 2008, Klopp moved to Borussia Dortmund, which had finished in a disappointing 13th place under previous manager Thomas Doll. In close collaboration with the club's scouting and player recruitment teams, Klopp built his squad with a specific type of player. He notably recruited from lesser leagues and made smart use of his club's youth academy, further emphasising that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The playing style again relied on 2 key principles: how to play with possession and how to play without it. With the ball, quick transitions from defence to attack and smooth passing were crucial to move up the field with urgency and purpose. Without the ball, Klopp's system focused on gegenpressing or counter-pressing, which involved speed and organisation to win back possession as quickly as possible, ideally deep in the opponent's half. These 2 principles work together, creating an aggressive, energetic and fast-paced system. Klopp won his first trophy with the club after defeating Bayern Munich to claim the German Super Cup, while finishing 6th in his first season with the club. In his second season, Klopp secured European football as Dortmund finished 5th, despite having one of the youngest squads in the league. He won the 2010-11 Bundesliga title with 2 games to spare, while becoming the youngest ever side to win the Bundesliga. The next season, Klopp and his team successfully defended their title with a record 81-point tally, which included a 28 league match unbeaten run. Klopp went on to secure Dortmund's first ever domestic double, beating Bayern Munich in the 2012 DFB Pokal final. In the 2012-13 season, Dortmund were drawn into the Champions League's group of death with Real Madrid, Manchester City and Ajax. They topped the group with some outstanding football. Dortmund lost to Bayern Munich in the final while finishing second in the league. Dortmund won the 2014 DFL Super Cup to kick off the 2014-15 season. Following a dismal start to the season, Klopp declared in April that he would be leaving the team at the end of the season. In 2015, Klopp became Liverpool manager, replacing Brendan Rodgers, who was dismissed for a poor start to the season, having come so close to winning the Premier League title the previous campaign. Klopp arrived with Liverpool sat in 10th place 8 games into the 2015-16 season, winning only 3 matches and scoring just 10 goals. Under Klopp, there was clear improvement in terms of style. Liverpool became far more interesting and entertaining to watch, and despite still finishing 8th, the Reds were the 5th highest scorers in the 30 games he was in charge of, and they were only 6 points away from 4th. However, at the start of his term, not everything was positive. In fact, he was heavily criticised and mocked by the media and the public when he famously walked towards the Kop end, holding hands with the players to salute the crowd when Liverpool drew to West Brom. He had done the same at Mainz and Dortmund. However, the English fans were not used to such gestures. Klopp wanted the fans to know that the players, the manager and the fans were not separate entities. He wanted the fans to have a say in games and wanted to show them they mattered. He intended to build a culture that relied not only on the never say die attitude of his players, but also on connecting with the fans on a deeper level. As it turned out, the gesture was one of the most important moments in his Liverpool career. The fans would go on to turn Anfield into a fortress, a place of absolute magic. From the start, he endeared himself to fans with his charismatic personality and ambitious vision. He promised to turn doubters into believers, and boy did he deliver. Klopp's first few seasons at Liverpool were about building and refining the squad. Klopp and Michael Edwards' keen eye for talent brought in key players like Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Alisson Becker. The 2017-18 season saw Liverpool reached the Champions League final, though they fell to Real Madrid. Yet again, heartbreak for Klopp. While disappointed, Klopp probably knew this was not the end for him and his team. It was not in his nature to stop and give up at the first sight of failure, and he was right to think so. The following season, Liverpool went toe-to-toe with Manchester City in the Premier League. Arguably one of the best seasons we've ever seen, only for Vincent Kompany to score a screamer against Leicester City to seal their fate. Just before Liverpool faced Barcelona in the return leg at Anfield in the Champions League semi-final, without Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino. After losing 3-0 in the first leg of the semi-final at Camp Nou, Liverpool made an incredible comeback. Klopp's mentality giants rose to the occasion when they beat Barcelona 4-0 to reach the Champions League final for the second year in a row. A team built in Klopp's image and encompassed his ideology and approach to life. A Chelsea reject, a kid rejected by Celtic for being too small, a late bloomer who had to bide his time for a chance, a kid who left his home with old boots to be a footballer, a captain who was deemed not good enough, were going to the Champions League final for the second time running. Klopp's Liverpool achieved European glory, winning the 2019 Champions League final against Tottenham Hotspur. This victory was monumental, not just for Klopp but for Liverpool, marking their 6th European title. Klopp guided the team to their first Premier League title in 30 years, amassing a club record 99 points. The team's dominance was clear, with their high-pressing style and relentless attacking play earning plaudits from all corners of the football world. Klopp didn't stop there. He led Liverpool to more silverware, including the UEFA Super Cup, FIFA Club World Cup and domestic trophies like the FA Cup and EFL Cup. His influence extended beyond the pitch, fostering a culture of unity and resilience within the team and the city. His emotional touchline celebrations and genuine connection with fans made him a beloved figure at Anfield. Jürgen Klopp's journey from his early days at Mainz to the heights of European glory with Liverpool is a testament to his unique blend of tactical genius and human touch. His ability to turn setbacks into stepping stones, combined with his deep connection with players and fans, created a team that not only played beautiful football, but also embodied the never say die spirit. Klopp's legacy is built on resilience, passion and unity. His mentality monster ethos has left an indelible mark on football, showing that with the right mindset and leadership, anything is possible. Klopp's story reminds us that success is not just about tactics and talent, but about the heart and soul behind the game. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content.